I'm Jim, and this is my wife, Belinda.
Hello. We're coming to you from Indigo Bluffs RV Resort in Empire, Michigan. Only 3 miles from Lake Michigan and 15 minutes from Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore. It's beautiful here, really amazing, so much to see and do in the area. Well worth a trip to Indigo Bluffs.
All right, we're going to head into the park, and we're going to start out with the resort side first. So we'll get on the cart and we'll start this again. All right, this is what you'll see when you come in. Indigo Bluffs sign right here. We're going to drive up. Straight ahead, we do offer propane as well, so we can fill up Class A's, C's, or just regular tanks.
Right here you'll see the office as we approach with 24-hour laundry, a very nice registration and store inside, and then as we pass the office and store you'll see the pool.
All right, we're going to drive up. Since we work here, I can get away with driving on the sidewalk. So bear with me, we'll go up and show you what the pool looks like quick. And if you want to sit outside in the shade, they actually have a couple Adirondack type chairs. But this is the pool. It's heated to 80 degrees. Right now, today is September 12th. They're keeping the pool open for another week or so, which is really nice for the guests. But as you can see, they have nice seating, nice pool. All right, we're going to pause it and go ahead and hit the resort. I forgot to mention, when you first come in, there are a few pull-throughs to come in to register at the office. That's just right across from the office. So that's where you would want to go. So we're going to go ahead and drive down how an RV would come in, and we're going to go into the resort. People love the bike here, kayak. And then you saw some RVs over here. We do have a filling station with fresh water, and this is a dump area for people that don't have full hookups from another park. They can come in here and dump.
There are actually 2 parts to the park, the RV park and the RV resort. As Jim said, we're heading to the resort first. The other road that we just passed goes to the RV park, and we'll check that out next. In order to stay in the RV resort, you do need to have a Class A motorhome, a Class C with a Freightliner front, or a 5th wheel. Those are the 3 types of RVs that can stay in the resort. It really, the entire park is beautiful, and we get compliments on a daily basis about the park. But the resort is to the next level. Huge stamped concrete pads, lots of intentionally placed landscaping, as you can see coming up, that creates privacy between sites. The park from the front all the way through here to the resort has sprinklers that go every day to keep the park watered, so it doesn't matter if it is dry in the summer. The grass does not turn brown here, it stays green.
In the resort.
Yes, in the resort, and it just really, and out front, which really just creates a beautiful, lush, landscaped environment here. And you'll see how beautiful it is as we drive through the resort.
All right, the first few sites coming in are sites 1 through 4. And then, as you can see, the stamped concrete, nice pedestals, full hookup, beautiful green lush, and it's September. So
you'll see the leaves are starting to change in the park. We'll see that more on the RV park side. Just starting to get some oranges and reds.
are three main roads that sneak through this place. This is the middle section. We're just going to go and do the loop just to give you a rough idea. Sites are a little over 100 feet long, is that correct?
Yes, you have at least 110 feet on your parking pad. The sites are at least 1,000 square feet or more. And you can just see how beautiful they are with lots of landscaping around.
We do have extra boat parking back to our right that we just passed. So if you're bringing a boat, that's not a problem. Actually, if it fits on your site, you're fine with that as well. As you can see, the way that they make these driveways, it's interesting. Almost like a V shape. Gives you that extra privacy, which is really nice. As you can see, a nice big Class A right here. Plenty of room up front for a vehicle, a towed.
Okay, and so what we're approaching here is what we call the lodge, and that's a special facility just for our resort guests. It features a beautiful full kitchen, beautiful full bathrooms, a seating area inside, outside, and laundry. We want to mention that there is, as we said, laundry here, and then there's also laundry on the other side of the park as well, the RV side of the park for our guests.
I'm going to put you on pause. We'll get inside and show you the pictures. Action.
Okay, so again, we're entering the lodge. This is a facility for our resort guests. You can see here to the right a beautiful kitchen. And then as we come around, we've got seating inside and outside. We have a full coin operating laundry. And then we have some full bathrooms back here.
So we have regular bathrooms and then ones that have full showers as well.
And this is also a terrific facility if you are staying in the resort with a group of family or friends and you'd like to reserve it for the day. You can do that through the office and have your reunion or your party in the resort lodge.
Matter of fact, we actually had a farewell type party here for the employees that worked here, us work campers and employees. The owner, Gary, put on a real nice dinner for us. So this was gets heavily used. It's nice. All right, we're going to pause it and continue the golf cart. All right, back on the cart. We will continue with the loop going around the resort.
We've got some sites that are coming up that back up to the woods that are really nice, a wooded area. A lot of the sites create privacy with the landscaping that's in place.
And back here again, more boat parking if necessary.
It's really hard, to find a place to stay in an RV resort that is this beautiful. And we were full all summer. We started making our reservations for 2025 a week ago. There's been a high level of excitement in the bookings for next year. Lots of response from our guests in booking. So if you're looking at staying at Indigo Bluffs from the middle of June until the middle of August, you want to make those reservations as soon as you know your dates for next year, because we're filling up for the summer. We're filling up fast. People love this park. The sites that are right here, I believe it's resort site 5, 6, and 7, back up to a really nicely landscaped pond with a waterfall. And we're going to show you a close-up of the waterfall as we get up here.
We just made the loop. We're coming back to where we started in the resort.
You'll also see some coach houses. We forgot to mention that the small coach houses are on some of the sites because they were previously owned. They're not owned anymore. So while you are able to book a site in the resort, you would not have access to the coach houses. Those are locked. And this is the pond area. The seating area as well. There's a nice seating area here, and this is really for anyone can come up and sit up here. And then again, below are the sites that back up to the pond, and they have their own seating areas right at the pond's edge.
As you can tell, it's late in the season. Everything is pretty high, but nice stream with multiple drops. Has a nice sound to it. And those are the rigs that are basically right by the water. Oh, nice little touch. All right, we are heading back out of the resort now. As you can see, some sprinklers. We have them in different zones. They go on and off probably 24 hours a day, different zones. So it definitely keeps it green here. And out front, the road is Michigan M72.
So we're coming back around now to the front where we first came in, and we're heading now to the RV park side of the campground, which is also very beautiful. Lots of shade trees. You know, if you want that more of a campground feel and shade in the summer, the RV park is really terrific as well. And this is the dump station and...
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. The dump station and water fill station that we just passed.
We do have a pavilion over here, which we will check out on the way back. We're going to do another loop. And nice grassy areas for the dogs and kids to play.
So we're coming up on our site. It's going to be right past the stop sign here. We've loved our site here. It's a beautiful end site, 34. A lot of the sites here have concrete patios. We really appreciated having ours. And for the sites that don't have the concrete patios yet, our owner is planning on putting more of those in. But this is our site right there on Maple Lane. Again, you can see all the beautiful tree color here, the leaves just starting to change. Feedback we get from our guests is that they really do appreciate the shade, especially when it gets warmer. Although we didn't have any heat waves, which is nice about our weather here. About mid-July, we started getting into the 80s a bit, and then that was it. No 90s here.
Just wanted to pan over to the right. This is the start of the 300s, the pull-throughs here. And that goes to 324 if I'm not mistaken. And then over here are some back ends starting with the 400s. So we're going to show you something we've not seen before. We have regular back ends off the road, and then we have what they call deep back ends. So they go farther back and they angle towards woods back there.
The deep back ends are really popular. They create a level of privacy, and you know, from your camper, you're just looking right out into the woods, as you can see right here. So
yeah, so the teardrop right there, they basically have all the way up to the woods. They have a lot of nice area, and the next camper is actually right up here, so that works out really well for most people. And then we'll pan back quick to the 300s just to give you a rough idea of the pull-throughs.
They're quite long, the pull-throughs, and they're fairly wide with trees in between, and they all have concrete patios, as do the deep back ends and the sites that are in the 400s on our left. So again, these large pull-throughs are the 300s on the right, and the sites on the left are the 400s. If you're looking for deep back ends, they start at 409 and continue from there, 409, 411, 413, etc.
And we definitely have some color starting to pop, some beautiful trees. I don't know if it comes in really well, but some reds starting to pop on some of those.
You're seeing a good amount of open sites right now, and that's because it's off season and it's Thursday. We have about 80 coming in between today and tomorrow, so we're back to the weekend business that we had at the beginning of the season. But definitely over the summer period, from about mid-July to mid-August, we were quite full in here, and yet the park was quiet. You know, no, we didn't have problems, just great guests, and that really enjoy camping here in the RV park.
And over here to the right is what they call bathhouse number 3. That's been updated with a nice exterior. We got GW working back there. Hey GW! It's actually bathrooms and showers, which is nice.
There are a total of 3 bathhouses on the property on the RV park side, and then we showed you the resort bathhouse. And then there's a total of currently two laundries, one on the RV park side and one on the RV resort side. But an additional laundry is being added to the RV park side for next year.
Coming up to the very end of the park, and it's a horse farm in a field basically behind these sites here.
So these are sites, I think 120 in the 120s.
We have 450, 51, and 52 right here, but then it starts with the 120s, I believe, after that.
So these do back right up to the horse farm. The sun comes up in the morning, a beautiful sunrise a lot of the time, and a lot of times there's horses walking around as well.
And here you go, 118 on that one. As you can see, a lot of tree cover.
When it's hot in the summer, you can definitely feel the difference when you get over here in the cool shade.
Alright, so we're just going to continue on with our loop. There are a couple other roads in here. We are going to sneak around. If you don't have an RV, which is really nice, they actually rent RVs, they rent cottages, and they have tent sites, and they have what they call bunk houses. So there are quite a few options. We have family members, groups of people that will come, and they'll rent cottages, while other people might have RVs, so everybody can kind of be together.
And we're approaching the tent sites now. They're deeply back into the woods, lots of shade. They do not have hookups. Most of our tent sites are called rustic tent sites. There are 3 sites, I believe, in the park where you could put a tent and have electric and water. And the deep back-ends that we showed you earlier, the deep back-end sites that are for RVs, could accommodate additionally a tent. If you want to have an RV and a tent on the same site, you would want a deep back-end in the 400s.
Now, we'll sneak around and show you. Here's one of the rentals. We have a few here. I think it's 5 RV rentals.
Yes, and 3 cottages.
3 cottages.
There's D and K.
Hi, D and K.
You're part of our terrific house clean team.
Clean team.
Our
Woo!
clean team does such a great job here.
So there are different setups on the different cottages. I think one of them has bunks. One of them sleeps a little bit more. You'd have to get that information from the office.
And they're really nice inside too. And they fill up fast.
And where you see there's boats, that's extra boat parking for people that are on this side as well. There is a path that goes down to the office right there. There's actually a few more tent sites down around the back side as well. also have these buildings that they just put up this year.
Yes, they
family bunk
yes,
houses.
Yes, rustic family bunkhouses. They do have sleeping for 6, a queen, and 2 bunk beds. You do bring your own sheets and blankets. They also have a small, that's the rest of our clean team. Brenda and Edmund.
You have our dish, okay.
And they also have a small microwave and mini fridge, ceiling fan, and electric. They do not have water, but they're right across from the bathhouse.
Now this extension you see on this bathhouse, this is bathhouse number 2 they consider. They're putting in laundry, so this will be the other laundry that they would have for guests as well as the clean team. So Belinda says it's clear to go into the bathroom, so I'm going to let her film.
Okay.
Just watch your hands.
Okay, so this is one of our restrooms. Nice and clean. Airflow. See right here, got the stalls. And the showers. We get a lot of terrific feedback on our restrooms on a regular basis, that they're nice and clean, and you will see that if you look at the reviews online for Indigo Bluffs, you'll see that in the reviews as well. And then this is one of the bunkhouses that Jim was talking about. The bunkhouses are new this year, and they have been really popular this year, and in terms of bookings for next year, the bunkhouses are going quickly. People love them.
And in case you're wondering, I'm Jim. All right, we're going to continue on, finish up this video. Be right back.
And I wanted to mention that we have 3 family bunkhouses. So again, that's 5 RV rentals, 3 cottages, 3 family bunkhouses. And we also have something that we didn't show called a rustic cabin, and there's 2 of those. Now we're approaching one more set of pull-throughs. If you have an RV that's a bit smaller, these are really nice, convenient pull-throughs. They're right here on the left, and they're backing up to a tree line. They're quite wide. They have cement patios, and with the tree line in the back, it just makes them really pretty. And you can see the leaves changing again right down the middle here. It's so pretty. I can only imagine in just a few weeks how beautiful the park is going to be with so much color.
These sites are number 64 through 71 in case you're looking online. And again, you can definitely see some of the color. It's going to be something. Gives you an idea of, again, it's not a really long pull through, but if you have something smaller, it works perfect. And then you have our buddy, say hi, Chris. All right, we're going to sneak down around now. This is the other angle to our site. We're on number 34. Nice and wide site. Nice end one. All right,
And we're going to end up at the pavilion.
One of the things that I didn't mention is there's a really nice workshop here. Then we have another pole building that houses all of our workers' golf carts, a Volvo front end loader with forks, and a Kubota. So we have all the toys. It's kind of fun. Now we're coming back down, seeing Belinda. All right, you want to take it from here?
Sure. And this is the pavilion. It's a beautiful building and area that our owner Gary put in for the guests. So you'll see lots of outdoor seating. Down here at the pavilion there are also grills. There's a game room inside.
This
and
place is lit up at night too.
Yeah,
all the lights on the
pretty
buildings.
lights. Down below in the background you'll see the playground.
Shuffleboard, basketball courts, volleyball.
So I'll go this way, and I think Jim's going to open it up for us. You can see. Friends can gather around here, so whether you're on the resort side or you're on the RV park side, you can gather around here with your family and friends. You can cook out together, hang out together. There's the inside of the pavilion. Books, games. The park
play cards.
Yep. The park does not have planned activities for kids, but there's so much to see and do in the area. Most people are gone during the day, or they may be at the pool, and then come back to the campground at night to hang out by the fire. We have a food truck on property, Bergstrom Burgers, and just walking back up now. Just the rest of the seating area. And I think that about does it. Right, Jim? Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right, that about does it for us. Thanks for watching.
See you at the next place.